Today we read Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. To trust in the Lord with all your heart is to be settled inwardly and unmoved by outward instability. It is a heart postured, anchored in the unchanging nature of God. And this kind of trust cultivates emotional stability, peace, and spiritual rootedness. It silences the anxiety that delay often brings and drives out the fear that comes with uncertainty. It produces a divine confidence that rests in the truth that God is faithful to His promises, intentional about your destiny, and He is a good God at all times. When you lean on God, He will keep you in perfect peace, not because the circumstances are calm, but because your heart is stayed on Him. When reason conflicts with revelation, the believer must choose faith over familiarity, and that's why Scripture urges us to acknowledge God in all our ways. Not just asking God to bless your plans, but inviting Him into the process from the start. It is not, Lord, bless what I've decided, but Lord, help me decide. Proverbs reminds us that in their heart, human plan, but the Lord establishes their steps. This is why it is crucial to trust and lean on God, not just to declare what you want, but to align with what He will. It is God's will for you to have abundant life, but how it unfolds, when it unfolds, and through what path it comes still requires your obedience, humility, and yieldedness to His guidance. Even Jesus modeled this in the Garden of Gethsemane, saying, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. He knew the outcome. Resurrection was promised, but he still surrendered to the process. To lean on God is to humbly trust not what, but also how and when He chooses to fulfill it. He said, while continuing to boldly declare His word with unwavering faith. So today we declare that I trust in the Lord with all my heart. My peace is not shaken by what I see, but anchored in who He is. I reject fear and anxiety. I am rooted in divine confidence, knowing that God is faithful to every promise. I lean not on my own understanding. Even when logic fails, I walk by faith and not by sight. I surrender every plan, desire, and decisions to the Lord. I will not move ahead of His will. I declare that God is directing my steps and aligning my path with His perfect purpose. I have the mind of Christ. I submit my reasoning to His revelation and choose faith over familiarity. I acknowledge God in all my ways. He is not my last result, but my first response. I do not just declare what I desire. I align myself with what God has designed. Even in uncertainty, I obey because I trust the one who holds the outcome. I declare that abundant life is my portion. I walk in it with humility, boldness, and total dependence on God. Amen.